So I can't believe that you can live UK where you have all things there, facilities, life, children's there, to come to an Asian country like Vietnam and to live.
But I never understood how fortunate we are in the UK that all our medical services are free. When we first came to live here, I began to understand what a big burden it is for a family, if they are very poor, to provide expensive medical care for their children. I feel sad because I can see all around me many poor children, and I think I should be doing something useful.
You didn't have experience before with the medical, with the hospital, because your major field is about designing. So now you are very interested in your job, in taking care the mother and also the newborn babies. At that time, how did you overcome the difficulty without any experience?
I study a lot, and I read a lot about the difficulties of newborn babies who are born very sick or too small. And I work in the hospital every day for 5 years, so I learn from working beside the doctors and nurses, helping to do everyday tasks. So I do very humble tasks, so cleaning and carrying things for the nurses. So I learn a lot. We want to invest in a formal training program for the nurses. So we discuss with the Department of Health, and we make a plan to invite UK university to come to Da Nang and teach our nurses for 1.5 years. We have to raise more than $246,000. So we go, oh God, how will we do this? And around that time, my youngest son and his wife have their first baby, my first grandson. And here's a big chubby baby, and he's very healthy for the first 3 days of his life. And then he become quite sick, and he have to go to the special care baby unit in their hometown. And he get better, and when he come home, my youngest son call me and he say, "Mother, I know why your work in Vietnam is so important now, and I have a great idea." So he tell me he is going to invite the very good cyclists from the UK to come to Vietnam and cycle from Lao Cai to Da Nang. So he invite the cyclist from the British Olympic team to come, and the cyclist who hold the record for cycling around the world, and they invite many other cyclists. So and each of them raise $5,000 towards our nurse training. And then British companies in Vietnam, they hear about this and they say, we want to help. And the city is very excited. So the People's Committee organized for the police to go to the Hai Van Pass and meet the cyclists, and they close the road, and the cyclists come to Da Nang like royalty. So when all the cyclists meet the nurse, they have tears in their eyes. The nurses felt inspired to study very hard because so many people work so hard to pay for the training. So for 1.5 years, they study with their UK teachers. And in August last year, they graduate. And I cry.
So now, Miss Susanna, thank you very much for sharing with us your story. Very, very inspiring to me. Before we finish the show, may you say something to the viewers?
I feel shy in sharing my story with so many people because my work for me is very personal. But there are also equally many other wonderful people from many countries here doing similar things. So we don't feel very special. Việt Nam trong tiếng tôi.
Yeah, thank you very much. And on behalf of Vietnamese, thank you for you, your husband and your family have been here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Quý vị thân mến, chúng ta vừa đến với cuộc trò chuyện cùng với cô Susanna và có thể nói rằng một câu chuyện rất là xúc động mà cô đã kể cho chúng ta thông qua những kỷ niệm mà cô đã có ở đây cùng với Đà Nẵng, cùng với những cộng sự rất tuyệt vời của mình, đó là những người y tá, những bác sĩ đã mang niềm hạnh phúc đến cho những người mẹ cũng như những trẻ sơ sinh ở đây. Cảm ơn quý vị đã theo dõi chương trình Việt Nam trong video số lần này. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại.